Welcome back to Craig's Custom Cooking. I'm glad you could join. Tonight I'm going to make Hawaiian macaroni salad. It's a little bit different than the normal macaroni salad you guys are used to. And in Hawaii, every family has like a different recipe for Hawaiian macaroni salad. So no two households actually make it exactly the same. But I'm going to give it a whirl. Let me set the camera up and I'll show you the process. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I have 1 carrot. I'm going to shred it on my box grater. And I'm doing it in an 8x8 lasagna pan. The ingredients that I'm going to add, this recipe came from a friend of mine's mother that lives in Hawaii. So I use her recipe, but you can add anything else into this that you want. All right, as you can see, that's my shredded carrot. Now I have a Vidalia onion, sweet Vidalia. I'm going to shred this also. All right, so this is our onion and our carrots that have been shredded up. Here I have 3 eggs that I'm going to hard boil. So I'm going to put it on the back burner. Turn that on high. And then I'm going to boil those for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'll put them in cold water and peel them. Now, the next thing we're going to do is this is interesting. I really like this in the cauliflower, or in the macaroni salad. You're going to use a 1/4 of a head of cabbage. So we'll take the core out of here. I'm going to split this in half. And then I'm just going to cut this really, really thin. You almost want this to disappear in the macaroni salad. The flavor will be there, but somebody's going to say, why is your macaroni salad so much different? Well, it's because you got cabbage in it. I'll use all that for fried cabbage here this week. Now I just take my knife and I cut it this way, just to make it smaller. So let me get this done and I'll bring you back. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scraper. I'm going to put my cabbage in with the onions and the carrots. And then we just get in here. We mix this all up real good. Make sure your onions spread out real good. Let me clean my hands and I'll be back. All right, now we're just going to set this aside for now. I have 6 cups of water boiling here in my double boiler. Once it comes to a full boil, I'm going to add some salt, just a little bit of oil, and I'm going to boil my macaroni for 11 minutes. The carton, if you want it al dente, the carton says 9 minutes. The Hawaiians like their macaroni done a little bit more, so they usually cook it 11 to 12 minutes. Then we'll put it into a bowl, and I'll show you another secret to why their macaroni salad is so good. So let me get this up to a boil, and I'll bring you back. All right, my water is boiling. I have a half a box of elbow macaroni. So I'm just going to pour this in. Well, let me put the olive oil in first. About a tablespoon or so. Pardon me for not having this ready. And just some salt. If you ever notice when you put salt in boiling water, it boils even harder. I don't know why. Then I just pour in my half a box of macaroni. We're going to stir it around. Going to bring this back up to a boil. Now we're going to boil it for 11 minutes. All right, my macaroni is at a full rolling boil. I'm going to set my timer for 11 minutes. I'm going to shut it off, or I'll take it off of the heat in 11 minutes. I'll bring you back. Now, in the meantime, my eggs are boiling. My elbow macaroni is boiling. I'm going to make the dressing that we're going to put on top of this. This is 2 cups of Hellman's mayonnaise. Now, her recipe says use Best Foods or Hellman's as a substitute. I can't find Best Foods mayonnaise anywhere around here. I'm sure I could probably order it on Amazon if I wanted, but she said I could use Hellman, so that's what I'm using. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar, white sugar, a half a cup of white milk that I'm going to spill all over the place. And then just some black pepper, as much or as little as you like. I like black pepper, so I'm going to add about a good tablespoon at least. And just a dash of salt. And now we're going to whisk this all up. And this will be our dressing that goes on top when it's all said and done. So when we get this mixed up, I'll bring you back. All right, when it's all done, this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to set that in the refrigerator. And all right, my timer just went off, so my macaroni is done. I'm going to just lean it up here and let it drain. Once I get it drained, I'm just going to pour it into this bowl. So I'll bring you back. All right, it's drained good enough. Just going to dump all the macaroni in the bowl. Get this out of the road. Now, you take 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and you pour it over top of the macaroni while it's still hot. Then you get in the bowl. You just toss it all around so that vinegar gets on all the macaroni. This is a secret that she taught me, and it really makes a difference. Now, my mom used to put the vinegar in the mayonnaise dressing. So it was basically the same thing, but for some reason, this changes the flavor of it. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator to cool down, and then I'll bring it back, and then we'll put everything in the bowl, and we'll have our Hawaiian macaroni salad. Welcome back. Here, I took my macaroni out of the refrigerator. Just going to mix it around. Yeah. Try to keep it in the bowl. It's not sticking together, so that's really good. So we're going to take our onions, carrots, and cabbage. We're going to put that in the bowl. I might need a bigger bowl. All right, I have a bigger bowl. Believe me, the carrots and everything are in the bottom. Now, the next thing we're going to put in is sweet pickle relish. Now, she makes her own. She takes dill pickles, drains all the liquid off, puts a cup and a half of sugar on them. This is a large jar of pickles. Mixes them all up real good, puts them back in the refrigerator. Then she gets them out and she chops them up. I didn't do that. So I'm just going to use sweet pickle relish. The other thing is I got a 5-ounce can of drained tuna. I'm going to add that. I have 3 eggs that I hard boiled and chopped up. We're going to add that. All right. Now I'm just going to try to toss this. Get your tuna mixed in real good. All your vegetables. And now we're going to add our dressing. You can see the pepper flakes in there that I put in. I really like pepper in mine. Now we're going to mix it all up. Sure you clear down to the bottom. This is going to want to come out. Yeah, I'm making a little bit of a mess here, but we got it pretty well thoroughly mixed up now. All right, so this is going to go in the refrigerator to cool until supper. I'll bring you back.